Hello and welcome back to St Mary's Stadium for the second leg of the Carabao Cup between Southampton and Wolverhampton Wanderers. The two sides last met back in 2009, where Southampton were denied by 3-0. But will Southampton bounce back on home soil? We'll be chatting to some of the fans to see what they think. Obviously we weren't very successful last final. We obviously lost to Manchester United. Do you think we'll be equally or more successful next season?
I'm hoping equally or more. I'd like to get to the final again. It was a good trip to Wembley last year.
Oh, did you go?
I loved it, yeah. It was my first time at Wembley, so...
A bit disappointed, obviously, about the score, but...
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a shame, because I think we had a goal that should have been a goal.
I think we'll be
that was down to the referee, though. Shocking, that was. He was shocking, should have been shot.
Oh!
Should have been.
Anyway.
Or at least somebody should have said a lot about it afterwards.
I've come all the way down from Betws in Wales to watch this game.
We march on, come on your heads.
And to be honest, I think Saints will win this cup competition. But I don't think they'll have the strength to win the Premiership or one of the other major competitions.
What do you think of the new manager?
I like him.
He's a good manager.
I think he's more along the lines of Ronald Koeman and Nigel Adkins, so I'm right behind him.
Obviously we had a pretty defensive end to the last season. Do you think he's going to bring in a more attacking style to the season this year?
Hopefully. I think we just need goals. I think we're quite strong defensively. Jack Stevens has been doing amazingly, I think.
And where do you see Southampton in the Premier League table next season?
And it's a bit early to say yet.
I'm going to go 6th.
6th?
Yes.
Two ahead of last year. That is optimistic.
Yeah. Half full.
You sort of said we haven't been buying many players. We bought 3 players and we've sold 1 first team regular. So we've actually improved the squad.
In comparison to Wolves, they've obviously had a lot of signings.
They've had a lot of money spent on them, yeah.
It's definitely a Wolves
Do you think
win.
they're going to be playing their first team now or their second
First team? Have you seen the team?
No, I haven't.
Brilliant team. Couldn't do any better with the selection he's picked. It'll be okay.
How long does it take you to get here?
Well, I left my quarterback this morning, so about 5 hours.
Oh, have you been drinking all day?
I had a few little beers.
Oh.
We haven't spent that much. Everyone's slating us for how much we've spent.
But you've made a club record deal, haven't you? You've signed a player from Porto.
Yeah, decent player. Playing well, not playing tonight. Who cares? On the beers.
Drink beer.
Pay for the quality you get though. Like if you pay that money, you're going to get that quality.
Southampton, fair play to them. I think they're going to play their first team.
Yeah.
And so quite rightly so, because they've got a chance to win with the League Cup. We haven't. We need to rest our first team players for Saturday against Brentford. So yeah, I think Southampton will win.
Southampton are very good at producing young talent. Obviously back in the day you've got Shearer, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Bale, but they're not very good at keeping the talent in the team.
Yeah.
So what do you think they can do to change this?
Well, maybe pay them a little bit more to try to keep them. I think that might help if they pay them a little bit more.
They've got new owners. Those new owners must be looking at the situation before they decide how much money they're going to put in. So at the moment they haven't put the money in, so you haven't signed the players.
And what are your score predictions for today, gentlemen?
I think we'll beat Wolves comfortably.
They've broken club records.
But they're not playing tonight.
It's very true. They haven't got their first squad out.
They're a championship team.
Yeah. But they have spent well. Wolves will go up.
I think they'd still be a slight threat though, don't you know?
I think they will, yeah. Wolves will go up this year, I think. Yeah. One of my favourites to go up.
Maybe we'll be back here next year talking about them in the Premiership.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Thanks so much.
The Championship is a different style of football to the Premiership. So, you don't necessarily use the same players to get out of the Championship as you do to succeed in the Premiership.
You're asking an awful lot, aren't you?
Gabbie Gabbie, they call me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh!
You could be.
You
could be the original Gabbie.
I am.
You are the original. Oh,
I am. There's only one.
No, okay.
Obviously, Van Dijk's made it very clear that he wants to leave as well. It's a bit of a sore subject.
Yeah,
do you
I
think?
want him to stay.
And do you think if he does stay, the fans will welcome him back quite easily? Because it's made it pretty obvious that he wants to leave.
Yes, I will do, and I think he'll be welcome back.
I hope he will stay. He's a good player and we need him.
Van Dijk's made it pretty clear that he does want to leave.
Yes, yeah, but he's still under contract, so he can't leave if the club absolutely refuse to let him go.
A quick question. It's nothing big.
He won't go.
But if he does...
No, he's not going. He's not going.
So
forget it. He is not going. Higher.
He's obviously made it very clear that he does want to leave. So
it doesn't matter whether he wants to leave or not. He's not going.
And if he stays, like you want him to,
if he stays, he will play because the man's not a fool. He's not a fool. He's a professional footballer. He's been tapped up. Shouldn't have done by Liverpool, and it's gone on. This isn't the first time it's happened. It's gone on before. Shocking.
In the past, because of our finances, we've had to sell on at these high prices that are being offered. But hopefully now they'll stick to what they've said they'll do. The chairman has said they don't have to sell this season. So hopefully we'll stick to that and not sell Van Dijk, etc. Especially not to Liverpool.
Yeah, exactly, or Chelsea. But how do you think Pellegrino would do?
Well, we'll wait to see, but providing he's got a more attacking style of play and there are more decent results and goals at home, for those of us that went away last year, we weren't so...
Just weren't scoring the goals, were we?
Yeah, we weren't scoring the goals, particularly at home. So if we can do that and be more offensive and attacking, then I think I think the fans will be pleased.
We've had a strong start so far. 2 games, we drew the first and we've won the second, so we've done well.
Yeah, it's only early days, and hopefully once we get the team together and get the new recruits in with the team, etc., then we'll see what happens from there.